I'd like to welcome everyone to our Derby-themed volunteer recognition dinner. And it's basically volunteers don't horse around. Is that true? Right now I'd like to call Barb up. Barb Kreischer? There she is. And I would like to thank Barb personally for the inspiration behind tonight's event. The theme, the dinner, the creativeness of this whole room. I'd like to thank Barb Kreischer.
You're welcome.
Barb is our nutritional service manager. She's responsible for all of the food that comes out of this kitchen. And she's responsible for the dinner tonight. So I know it's going to be lovely. And Barb's going to say just a few words.
Well, a couple of things that I like to do is I like to decorate and I like to throw parties for my friends. So it is my pleasure to do this every year. I look forward to it and it gets me out of my office and shows my creative side a little bit. I want to also thank everybody here because all of you help us so much with our events and throughout the year, and even the kitchen staff, back in with the cooks and that. So again, enjoy yourself and thank you so much.
Now, let's have all the Derby attired attendees stand up to show off their Derby style. And we've got Nick back there, and he's going to be, so take the pose, everybody, take the pose. Woo! Let's go, girls. Thank you for being good sports. This is a fun event. This is all about fun, and that's what we want to do tonight. Tonight we're going to honor 190 Bay County Department on Aging volunteers. You are part of our team. We value you. We appreciate the time, support, and dedication you so graciously give to our organization and the 60 and better population that we serve. We could not do all what we do without you, and that is a fact. Our volunteers accumulated in the fiscal year 2016-2017 a total of 7,797 hours toward programming and activities and events. You deserve an applause. Volunteers are seldom paid, not because they're worthless, but because they are priceless. And we feel that way with all of you. The evening has been designed and orchestrated with you in mind. It's all about us showing our appreciation to you. So we're here for you tonight. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our director, Beth Urich, that gives us the opportunity to be able to do this kind of thing for you. And she's going to say a few words tonight about how she feels about all of you. Beth?
Good evening, everybody. For those of you who do not know me, I am Beth Urich. I did start out at Department on Aging as a case manager and helped with the Senior Olympics. But Debbie's right. We could not do what we do at Department on Aging without all of you. Can you hear me? Okay. We could not do what we do at Department on Aging without you. And I am very appreciative and very thankful, and we are very blessed to have each and every one of you in our lives. And we thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to now introduce Jim Barsha, our county executive, and he's just going to say a few words.
Thank you, Beth.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Beth. I just want to, as Deb and Barb and Beth just mentioned, express also my appreciation and the appreciation of our Bay County residents and Bay County Board of Commissioners for all that you do, each and every one of you who are here today. I know Debbie just mentioned that when you're a volunteer, your contribution is absolutely priceless. We can donate money to a cause, but when you think about our lifespan, there's a date we're born, and there's a date we pass, and there's a dash between those years. And it's what we do with that dash, those years in between our birth and our passing, that really makes a difference. So we have limited time, and when you donate your time, you're donating something that cannot be replaced. It's not like money. Once you've given your time, you can't get it back. We all only have so much time. So I want to thank each and every one of you. But before I step away from the program, from the podium here, just a couple of people, lots of friends everywhere in the audience I see, people I've known over the years. We have Mel McNally back there, who's an outstanding member on the board of directors of the Area Agency on Aging Region 7, which, as you know, is the organization that passes through federal money from the Older American Act, a federal program that funds our congregate meal sites and Meals on Wheels and a whole lot of other programs that serve our senior population. So Mel has done an outstanding job. Mel, would you raise your hand there and just say hello and be recognized. 10 years he's been volunteering his time to be on the board. Then there's one other couple I want to sort of mention just briefly, and that's Pat and George Middleton. I think George and I were standing at the, did you stand up out there, Pat, George? Yeah. George was Pat's lovely wife. He was the Bangor Township Supervisor for a lot of years and a Bay County Board of Commissioners veteran. And I can remember standing at the polls in 1976 with George when we were both young and had black hair. So I just want to thank all of you once again and turn the microphone back to, well, are we done? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Deb. Deb's our master of ceremonies here. Debbie, you do a great job. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Mr. Barsha.
Yeah, thanks.
All righty. Well, thank you to both Beth and Mr. Barsha for coming and expressing their gratitude. Y'all see me a lot, and it's always nice to see those folks to thank you also. So, we have these things called activity centers. That's where you can come and have a great noon meal and have a bundle of fun. And we have these wonderful people called site coordinators that run those centers. And so I'd like to call up my girls to say a few words about their volunteers and announce their names. When they announce your name, you can give a wave, you can stand up, but we are being filmed tonight by BCTV, and so if you want to kind of turn around, Nick's in the corner there. Everybody turn around and say hi to Nick. Hey, Nick. All right, and so yeah, if you want to be on camera, make sure you know that you're right there. He loves that. Some of us are shy, but go ahead and give a wave. First off, I'd like to bring Jane Good to the podium. She is the site coordinator for the canteen site. And Janie, do your thing. Do your thing.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, volunteers. I love all of you very much. What I do, I would not be able to do if you weren't by my side helping me through this. I've learned a lot from you, and I truly am indebted over and over. I see quite a few faces out here that are familiar that I've had the opportunity to work with. It has truly been an honor. So I would like to acknowledge some of those that have stood firm by me this last year. Janice Carter, she's not here tonight, but I wanted to extend a big thank you to her. Larry Cleric, he also is not here, and Pam Limbaugh is not. Megan Rodriguez is one of my instructors. She was unable to attend tonight. Kathy Rytlewski, she is here this evening with Mama. Kathy, where are you? Hold your hand so we can, there she is back in the corner. Thank you. Tim Smith. Thank you, Tim. He has been by me quite a bit with this. He helped me with getting our Christmas tree established so that it would stay in the upright position. And he has helped out with a lot of the audio when I have had a tendency to not be able to get the vocal cords screaming like they should, so thank you for that. Gary Spencer is here with his mother-in-law, and they have been most supportive and most helpful throughout the year with it, as well as Cheryl Wade. She has been a very inspirational spokesperson for us throughout the course of time. So once again, volunteers, I love you. I thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Janie Good. Now we have Irma LaPlante, and she's from the Hampton AM Center. Irma? You're up.
Thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank my volunteers. You guys make my job a little easier, and I appreciate it. So thank you very much. Sharon Bauer, Don Dowd, Kathy Dowd, Ann Griffith, Katie Kaczynski, Louise Lalone, Carol Legner, Dean Rumsey, Stephanie Valley, and Erica Wood. Thank you, guys.
Next we have Karen Bublitz, and she's with the Hampton PM group. Karen?
Hi there. I see many of my volunteers here this evening, and I'm very proud to announce that just at the drop of a hat, when you want to get something done, you turn around and someone is doing it. That really helps, even the smallest thing. So I would like to thank all my volunteers at Hampton PM. Bob Alberg, Cecilia Blanton, Bev Duranzo, Linda Had, Ron Marsh, John Makaitis, Jerry Provost, Harry Reese, Reggie Russell, Fred Tockstein, Jane Tockstein, Roger Tomasi, Vina Wisniewski, and Mary Ora. Thank you all.
Thank you, Karen. Next, we have Marla Backus, and Marla is with our Cook Holland group. Marla.
I'd like to thank all of my volunteers who come out on a regular basis and help me out every day. I could not run this site without you, and I love each and every one of you. And with that, I have Mark Backus, Emily and Melissa Badecki. They're shared instructors for us, me with Williams. Monica Drew, Pat Herber, Betty Karaska, Al Lepan, Edwidge Lepan, Rose Palmaville, and Bill Smith. Thank you so much for everything you do for me.
Thank you, Marla. Now we have Velda Kowalski from the Williams Center. Velda.
Hello, everyone. Actually, I've subbed at pretty much every site here, and I thank all of you. You guys help out more than you know. As far as for my site, they're in the back corner back there. We've got Neva Spires, Marvin Kook, Wanda Ziti, Connie Warren, Diane Beamlander, Marie Mueller. I think I've got everybody, don't I? Oh, Shirley? Lord forbid. Shirley is above all the rest. She takes care of my puppy dogs when I'm on vacation. How could I forget Shirley? I want to thank you guys very much. The last couple years have been a rough road for me, and you have all been there helping me through it. So I appreciate it greatly. Thank you.
Okay, and last but not least, for the congregate sites, we have Sandy Joswiak from the Riverside Center.
So does this hat make me look short? Just asking because somebody told me I look shorter now. That's what I need, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to say again, as everyone else has, thank you so much. There is no way in God's green earth I could do what I do if I didn't have help. And I would have a lot more gray hair. So I thank you so very much. I've got a list of names here. It includes George Barker, Judy Barker, B. Beecher, Mike Blair, Elizabeth Campbell, Maria Kobaugh, Judy Dishaw, Helen Goss, Marlene Goupel, Judy Grove, Karen Houghton, Gary Ingersoll, Lynn Kaiser, Esther King, Ron LaRouche, Bill Maxfield, Judy Morgan, Lorraine Rice, Veronica Rouse, Barb Roy, Eva Settle, Brian Vermeesh, Doris Witskill, Wayne Witskill, and Shirley Wydra. Last but not least, thank you again so much.
Thank you, Sandy. Are we on still?
Yeah.
All right. Now it's my honor to name names of people that do all kinds of programs for us. Food commodities, grocery shopping, the Senior Olympic, different committees that we're on. The list is just so large because what we try to do here at the Department on Aging is we try to keep people in their homes independently as long as possible. And in order to do that, we have to meet their needs. And so we try through our programming and through our volunteers to help meet those needs. So we might even be out there, helping somebody lift a box if we can. We try to do what we can to help people out. And I just think that's just the kindness that y'all generate. I can call up you folks and ask you to do it, and you're right there. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's a great thing for our community, and it certainly is a great thing for our organization. So here are the names of our folks that do all other kind of programs for us with the division or the Department on Aging. And you can stand, you can give Nick a hi, whatever you want. Give your 5 minutes on the camera there. All right, here we go. Mike and Sue Arnold, Jan Banaszak, Larry Banaszak, Jim Berthume, Al Bilheimer, Treff Boshier, Carol Brayman, Laura Burke, Dallas Shinovar, Shirley Kogan, Leslie Contino, Millie Crisp, Helen Cummings, the Do-All staff and the helpers, George DeLorge, Barb and Doug Dewald, Shirley Dubio, Jill Dugan, Sue Dreyer, Lorraine Photo, Sharon Fogelsinger, Nancy Green, Pat Gyrich, Casey Henderson, Bob Herrick, Marlene Hotelling, Rick Hotelling, Doris Howell, Joni Hudson, Brenda Huff, Arlene Jonas, Bob Joswiak, Kathy and Tom Cato, Wilma Kessler, Taylor Keys, Andy Krazier, Linda Krogilski, Carolyn Kujawa, Pat Cush, Sandy Lampkin, Roz and Tom Lang, Fred and Pat Lasky, Kathy Lehman, Mel Lefevre, Barb Lure, Andrea Lynch, Nancy Markle, Barb McCrae, Judy McIntosh, Donna Meelan, Judy Mahalski, Pat Middleton, Marcia Miller, Jerry and Joyce Mitchell, Frank and Judy Musilak, Chris Noble, the North Bay staff and helpers, Janet Pafford, Mary and Tom Polak, Chet Pulaski, Larry Pietramo, Franny Pudvan, Paul Rabideau, Karen Rasmer, Becky Ryman, Jan Richards, Donna Sawyer, Linda Schell, Janine Schmitz, Helen Schoenheit, Don Schultz, Joyce Simpson, Diane Smith, Jane Saucier, Bill and Walt Stansanowski, Terry Sutton, Barry Talaga, Carol Thomas, Barb Valade, Margie Villano, Judy Woodham, Kathy Woods. Thank you. Now, you might not believe this, and maybe you will, but you know, as we age, we never believe we're the ages we are, right? I mean, you get to a certain point and you're going, no way, that didn't happen. Well, I want you to know that we do have 90 plus volunteers, 90 years and better volunteers. And I just think that right there, that's just the miracle of life, is giving back and keeping active and having a passion. So I'm going to ask if my volunteers that are 90 plus really want to do this for me, stand up so everyone can see what incredible people you are. My 90 plusers, up you go. Casey, that be you, girl, I know. Awesome, awesome. And just as a side note, Casey Henderson has been running our bowling for Senior Olympics for years and years and years. And this year she decided to retire. We're going to miss her. Now I'd like to have Beth Urich come in and give us just our last roundup of some of our special thanks.
Okay, I'm going to say thank you to those agencies and other members of the community that help us with running some of our programs, like Chris at AAA Transport, Bay County Community Center Beth Tron, Bay Metro Transit, Bay County Television Nick Page, Pat Beeson, Bowie 18, Capoco Credit Union, Carolyn Johnson, Ann Landry, Mel McNally, McLaren Bay Region, Ruth Minister, Vicki Sovey with McLaren, Roxanne Spiegel and girls, Spring Valley Golf Course, Eva Stone and Bob Barklow, Wirt Library and Steve Wood. And I also would like to mention my Senior Advisory Committee. If you're here, please stand up. Bob Anderson, Diane Beamlander, Gina Gates, Mike Olk, Paul Rabideau, Kathleen Sutter, Russ Tanner, and Robin Weiss, and our county commissioners, Vaughn Begic, Kim Coonan, Michael Duranzik, Tom Herrick, Ernie Krieger, Michael Lutz, Tom Ryder, and also, again, to Jim Barsha, our county executive. Thank you, everyone.
Well, thank you, everyone. The ceremony portion is over. Are you hungry? Yes. All right. We are going to wine and dine you tonight. We already gave you the mint julep, so no wine. But if we can, we're going to serve you. And if there's anything that you need, just give us a wave, and we will be sure to come to your table and help you out. Again, thank you, everybody. It's been fun so far. Let's make it even more enjoyable. Good night for this portion of it, and we'll start the food. Thank you.